close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
What's going on, guys? How are we all doing? I am back in the building. I've taken some time off actually to get my head straight. I just needed to have a little breathing space from the channel. It was getting to a point where I wouldn't say I wasn't enjoying it, but it was getting to a point where I wasn't sure where the channel was going and stuff. But I had other issues going on as well. But yeah, listen, we are back. We are back in the building. And I am back regularly now. So tomorrow night, I'm going to be here doing a preview for the Nottingham Forest game. And then I possibly might be doing an FA Cup watch along. I haven't decided yet that, but I probably will do one. I need to just... The only reason I say I can't really give you any more information on that is I need to go and look at the fixtures and see what's what. But I will let you guys know. But yeah, I'm back regularly. And the match reactions are going to be over on here as well. So the things that I put out on Lead Judges TV, I don't think they're happening on Lead Judges TV anymore. But I'll be putting them, certainly, my reactions up here as well. So yeah, listen, back in business. Yeah, it's been a bit of a crazy couple of weeks for Arsenal, hasn't it? Listen, I know I'm going to talk about transfers and are we going to sign anybody? But I just wanted to give you my take on everything that's been going on, because I have been away, but I have, missed a whole lot. Obviously, I've been watching Arsenal. I've been watching them and, I've been watching them. And yeah, we've had a lot. We've been doing all right, haven't we? I tell you, that Man City game, got to be fucking brutally honest about that Man City game. Yeah, we should have won that. We shouldn't have, the ref screwed us out. But listen, I don't really want to cover that too much because I feel like I've covered it on other channels. I have popped up here and there on other channels. I've been on the Gooners Pods open mic show. So, yeah, I've been around. I've just not been here, obviously, crucially. But yeah, listen, back in business. Absolutely back in business. Let's talk about transfers. Let's talk about Philip Coutinho, shall we? Because we're being linked with him again. Obviously, he could be joining a Premier League. Well, he is going to be joining a Premier League club. We don't know which club. Is it going to be Arsenal? I don't know. I'm not so sure, I don't even know if it is going to be Arsenal. And would you guys take Philip Coutinho? This is my take on Philip Coutinho, right? I don't think he's good long term, but I would take him on a short-term basis because there's no question about it. He is a quality player. I know he's had issues at Barcelona, but I would actually take him. I would take him just to get us over that line. Listen, we're pushing for that top four, aren't we? We really are pushing to get into that top four. And I would look at somebody like Philip Coutinho as maybe not a signing that's going to elevate us to win titles or win leagues or anything like that. But I would get him in for his experience. And we need an experienced player. I wouldn't take him on a 2 or 3 year contract. I would take him on a 6 month to a year loan. because I think that suits Arsenal. I don't think it probably suits Philip Coutinho. But listen, it's going to be interesting to see where he goes. I'm going to read some of your comments. Let's read some of your comments. I've seen Omar in the chat saying, breaking news, Daniel's alive. Simpy's in the building. Evening to you, Simpy. Omar said Daniel decided to take a couple of weeks plus Christmas off. Big up Stephen Featley. Hope you're well. Maybe tomorrow, Stephen. He said I can come on if you want. Maybe tomorrow. I am going to look for some people to join my Nottingham Forest preview. So yeah, maybe tomorrow. If you're about at 7 p.m. tomorrow for the Nottingham Forest Arsenal preview, I'm looking for a few guests to join then. But I'm going to do this one solo tonight because it's my first stream back. And yeah, I don't really, I've not been doing it for ages. So yeah, but tomorrow definitely, I'll DM you and we'll sort something out. Omar says, how are the 4 weeks off? Did you go holidaying in Dubai? No, mate, I just didn't go anywhere. It's just been a mad couple of weeks. Big up Steve as well. Big up Joanne. Hope you're good. I would take Coutinho, but only short term, says Stephen. Do you know what, right? And that's the thing. And this is the way I'm looking at it. I would take Coutinho short term. You know, and I would take him short term because the way I look at it is we need some experience. And we've done fantastically well, you know, over the last couple of weeks since Aubameyang's been dropped out the side, since Martinelli, Saka, and Lacazette have pretty much nailed down that front three. And we've been doing fantastic. But I would take Coutinho just to give maybe like the likes of Odegaard a rest every now and again. And he wouldn't be a bad player to have. I wouldn't take him long term because I don't think long term is what we need. I don't think he's what we need going forward. If we're building a young team, maybe he's not what we're looking for, but we do need some experienced heads in there. Listen, it's going to be interesting to see where he ends up. It's going to be interesting because I see Aston Villa are in the mix for him. Newcastle. Tell you, Newcastle are in the mix for fucking everybody just because they got money bags. Money bags, Newcastle. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see where he ends up with Coutinho. Omar says Coutinho's finished. I don't want him. Omar thinks everyone's finished. Probably when I was away, Omar probably thought I was finished as well. But no, do you know what? I get why you would say that, Omar, because I look at Coutinho. I'm sort of split on Coutinho. I would take him. I would take him on short term. Big up James as well. I've not seen you in a while. Breaking news, someone found Daniel. Hope you're well. Yeah, I'm good, mate. I've just, like I say, I just had to take a bit of time out and things were happening. Yeah, I just needed to kind of refresh the batteries and I wouldn't say I'd sort of fallen out of love with doing my channel, but it was getting to the point where I was like, I was stressing about streaming and I was like, I don't want to get to that point. So I stepped back. And also I wanted to think about the direction of the channel. I've got some things in the pipeline and I realize I've said this all before as well. And probably you guys are thinking it's bullshit, but no, I've got some things in the pipeline that I I'm gonna try and look into to kind of help me in terms of running this channel. So because at the moment I'm doing everything, like the technical side, the thumbnail, trying to find the thumbnails and stuff. So I'm looking into finding solutions where somebody can come on board, do all that technical stuff for me, and then I just concentrate on guests and streaming and stuff. So yeah, I'm looking at different options because I don't want to give it up. Obviously, I've worked so hard to build it to where it is, but it's just finding the fine details, and especially with my limitations as a blind YouTuber, it's just finding what works. And there's a method out there, and there's a solution out there. I've just got to find it. So I'm in the process of doing that. But I'm back regularly from now on, like going forward. I'm back full time, which is where I want to be. Only FA Cup and EFL Cup is Arsenal only attraction. I think you're talking about the top four. You got Mike England as well. Smash the like button, peeps. Would really appreciate that. Would like a Zacharias or Kessie as a permanent option. Now Basuma snubbed us, especially after Basuma snubbed us. Yeah, it's interesting. And actually, Stephen, like you lead me on to my next point. Moving away from Coutinho, we do need another midfielder because Ainsley Maitland-Niles is off to Roma, which is the next piece of news, which is what I wanted to talk about. So you lead me on to the next point. Yeah, Maitland-Niles is off to Roma on loan. I don't really know how I feel about this, if I'm being brutally honest. There's a part of me that looks at this and thinks we leave ourselves short when it comes to Maitland-Niles. If we let him go, especially with the players that have gone to AFCON, are we leaving ourselves short? And then I look at it from a different point of view as well, that actually, is Maitland-Niles going to elevate us to that next level? I'm not so sure. And then I also look at it from the point of view of it's a loan. Are we just not kicking the problem down the road? I don't know. Like, I'm sort of mixed about this Maitland-Niles situation. Listen, for his point of view, it's a great move. Going to play under Mourinho. No, it's not quite worked out for Mourinho at Tottenham. But then since he's gone to Roma, he's done pretty well, hasn't he? He's done pretty well, Maitland-Niles. Mourinho. Fucking hell, Maitland-Niles. But yeah, I don't really know how I feel about this Maitland-Niles thing. Let me know what you guys think. I watch Barcelona regularly, telling you isn't the one anymore. About Coutinho. Yeah. I think let's try it. Steven says, what's the next Arsenal game you're going to? Sunday, I'm going to the Nottingham Forest game. And then I'm going to Liverpool at Anfield and then back at the Emirates. Joanne says, I wouldn't mind having Coutinho at Arsenal. Depends what his wages would be. If he wants crazy wages, if he costs too much, I wouldn't take him. Let's have a look here. So yeah, do smash the like button, people. Would really appreciate that. Let's have a look at all these comments. The thing with Maitland Niles, he has one good game where he puts in a world-class performance. Then he has a game where he puts in a stinker. He's just too inconsistent. That's the thing with Maitland Niles. He is too inconsistent. And I think letting him go is probably the best option. But I don't know, like it's only a loan, isn't it? That's everything that I'm being told, or everything that I'm reading, and everything that the reports are suggesting, that it's only a loan. And I don't really know whether loans. I don't know. I just look at loans, and especially loaning our players out. I just look at it that we're kicking the problem down the road. That's all I can say about it. You know, because he's going to come back to us, and then what do we do with him when he comes back? I would have rather him gone on a permanent deal. Pick up John Wayne, says good evening, Daniel. Good evening to you, mate. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Do smash the like button, smash the subscribe button if you are new, share the content, hit the share button. Daniel Bailey TV is back up and back regular. James says, what are your thoughts on the first leg being played this week? I'm going to come on to that in a minute, James. I'm going to take general questions once I've just got through my pieces of news that I wanted to talk about. The next thing I want to talk about, I will answer your question. I just want to get through these pieces of news, and then I'll open the floor up and we can talk about whatever. The next piece of news I want to talk about, we're being linked to Vlahovic as well. I know we were sort of linked to him before the window opens, and there's mixed reports on us getting Vlahovic. So me personally, I would definitely take Vlahovic in a heartbeat. The only thing that worries me about this potential signing of Vlahovic, and whether it happens or not, it remains to be seen. But it's a deal that I would definitely, if I was Arsenal, I'd be trying to get over the line. Now, the things that worry me is that Vlahovic, from what I've been reading and from what I've sort of the general feeling that I'm getting from various reporters, like Charles Watson, Fabrizio Romano, and is that he's not completely convinced at coming to Arsenal. But is he a player that I like? I really rate him. I would take him in an absolute heartbeat. Let's have a look here. We got Arsenal. Do you know what? Right, yeah. I'm not even going to read your comment out because actually, do you know what? Right, yeah. Let me say this. Right, yeah. I'm the guy that always complains. When have I actually complained? And secondly, if you don't like my content, then don't watch it. The fact that you come in to put some content in, joker, absolute joker. Let's have a look here. We got Anthony Herbert. Hope you're well. I'm live again. That counts. But yeah, I don't know. Like I don't know. Like I'm with Vlahovic, I would take him. But yeah, listen. Obviously, I'm going to open it up now so we can talk about whatever you want. Let me know any of the topics that I've talked about: Maitland-Niles, Coutinho, and Vlahovic. There's not really a lot else to talk about, to be honest, in terms of transfers. So yeah, there's not really a lot out. But listen, I'm gonna open the floor up, and we can talk about anything you guys want to talk about. I've been rambling on for 20 minutes. I've read a few of your comments out about the topics. But yeah, smash the comments in, and I'll read a couple of them out. But yeah, big up to everybody that's tuned in. Do smash the like button and subscribe. Would really appreciate that. Let me grab James's question here, because I did promise him I would go back to it. He says, "What are your thoughts on the Liverpool game being called off?" Here's my thing, right? And I've got to be very careful how I say this. I've got to be very, very careful how I say this, because I am very skeptical, should I say, about the whole thing. Like, Liverpool might have COVID. They might have an outbreak of COVID. I'm not disputing that. But where I have an issue with it is I would buy the genuine lack of players down to injury or COVID. If Klopp hadn't spent so long moaning and bitching about the congestion, the fixture congestion over the Christmas period, and he's been very outspoken. And isn't it a bit weird how you can play a game against Chelsea on Sunday, but yet you can't play this game today, and yet you could play again on Sunday against Shrewsbury? I'm just, my opinion is I'm just a little bit dubious on it. You know what I mean? It's mad. Let's have a look here. But yeah, that's my opinion on the Liverpool game being called off. How long could Partey / Orba / Pepe / El Neni, if they reach the final? I'm not entirely sure, you know. I think it's a whole month. So I'm assuming like till the beginning of February. But yeah, the only thing as well, right? This StreamYard thing is really pissing me off, because when you get to the bottom of the comments with my screen reader, it jumps back up to the top. So yeah, get your questions in, guys. Obviously, I've opened the floor up. So we've been going 20 odd minutes. I've sort of skated a little bit over the news. Like I said, tomorrow I will be back with a preview for the Nottingham Arsenal game. So yeah, listen, I'll go for another 10 minutes. Get your questions in. I really just wanted to put out a stream, so I've not really sort of prepared anything really to talk about. It was just my first stream back. I just thought I'd come on, talk a little bit about pieces of news, and then open the floor up, and you guys can fire questions at me, and I can give my opinion on it. I think Gabon are going out early. Ghana and Egypt could go far, though. Amar says, Daniel, have you got new ideas for the channel during your time off? Yeah, I've got a few ideas in the pipeline. I'm actually been working on a few things, like not on my channel, but I've got some great things coming up, which I'm not going to share with you just yet, because I'm doing things behind the scenes. Like I said, I'm looking for help with this channel, so I'm looking for somebody else to come on board to do the technical side of things. So there's lots of things in the pipeline, lots of things that I'm just working out the correct method and the correct way of doing it. But yeah, I'm positive going forward about the channel. But yeah, listen, I wanted to ask you guys as well. At the start of the show, I said I was going to do an FA Cup watch along. Let me know in the chat. I'm going to put this in a community post as well. But let me know in the chat what game you would like me to do. Listen, you guys watch, so let me know what FA Cup game you guys would like me to cover. Obviously, Sunday's games are out for the simple fact being is that I'm going to the game on Sunday, so I won't be able to. But Saturday or Friday, let me know if there's any FA Cup games that you'd like me to do a watch along for. And I'm going to be back with the Premier League watch alongs as well. And then obviously with the Arsenal content. So yeah, I've got big things coming up. I look fresh as well, which is good. I don't know about that, but yeah. No, I'm really glad to be back. Actually, I've sort of got to a point where I missed it, but I know that the time off done me really good. The time off was just what I needed. James said, I'm guessing you're also angry about what Granit Xhaka did against Man City. Do you know the thing is, right? I was angry to start with. Like when the game first finished, I was going in on Granit Xhaka big time, absolutely big time. And then I was like, the referee decisions pissed me off equally as much. So I don't know whether it's the refereeing decisions or Granit Xhaka pulling the shirt. Listen, I kind of look at the Granit Xhaka thing, and it's just what we've come to expect from Granit Xhaka. But the refereeing decisions, the poor refereeing decisions in that game was absolutely horrendous. Like, seriously, how can you look at the first penalty? No, sorry. How can you not look at the first penalty decision, the Ederson on Odegaard, but yet you can look at the Granit Xhaka incident? Because make no mistake about it, the Granit Xhaka incident sparked off the whole chain of events, and it led to Gabriel being sent off. So yeah, it's weirdly as well, guys. I come out of that game, and obviously I'm gutted that we lost that game, but I'm gutted. The fact that I was gutted, and the fact that I am gutted, is not because I've come out of the game thinking, fucking hell, these players just rolled over and didn't give anything. I'm gutted because this group of players gave 100% in that game. They couldn't have done any more against that kind of opposition. And we all know that Man City are a fantastic team. Spur, what was I talking about? Sorry, somebody just put a WhatsApp message talking about fucking Tottenham, and it's thrown me off trail. Yeah, we all know what Man City can fucking do, can't we, to teams? So the players gave 100% in my opinion, and that's why I was gutted, because we got dwindled out of a fucking result because of Granit Xhaka and because of bad refereeing decisions. Big up, and Aaron Jones. I know you commented on my post. Big up nice to see you in the chat as well. It's really great to see you in here, mate. The way English football has dealt with this Omicron, one team has 6 cases and gets a game called off. Another team has 6 cases and they still play. Yeah, it's weird, mate. It's absolutely weird. It's absolutely weird. Omar says I need to check the fixtures about the FA Cup. Xhaka was moronic with his foul, such a cretin. Player of the month nominee thoughts. I'd give it to yeah, I would give it to Martinelli. Saka's there in for a shout. Odegaard's in with a shout. Manager of the month. Obviously, I see Arteta's been nominated for the Manager of the Month November. Manager of the Month. Ironically, I'm surprised he got nominated because that's when we fucking lost against Liverpool, Man United. So yeah, it's mad. Right, let's have a look here. Big up Yo Cool says hello, Daniel. Thanks for tuning in, mate. I really appreciate it. Thanks. Big up to you for tuning in. Remember, guys, if you're new to the channel, do hit the subscribe button, hit the like button as well. Would really appreciate that. Question about Vlahovic. If we sign him, do you think he'll use us as a stepping stone for some to go somewhere else, or to help achieve our aims for the future? I don't know with Vlahovic. You know, from all what I'm hearing and from all what I'm reading, I actually think he'll probably use us as a stepping stone. But you know what? I would take it. I would take him because you never know. Like, he might come to us, and if we win stuff, then he might decide to stay. Listen, he ain't gonna go to Barcelona or Real Madrid at the moment because no one's interested in him. We're, from what I've been reading, we're the only ones that are putting in concrete, firm interest in Vlahovic. So yeah, like I don't know, like I would definitely take him. I would love him. I think he's absolute quality, to be honest. I know we've been linked to Isaac as well. Alexander Isaac. I'm not convinced by Alexander Isaac. I'm just not convinced that he's a goal scorer, and I'm not convinced that he's what we need. See, Vlahovic, he is everything that Arteta and everything that we are looking for in a striker. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know. I think I'd take Vlahovic over Isaac. For me, the red card cost us the game. I don't know. I don't think the red card cost us against Man City. I think I think the Granit Xhaka penalty led to the red card, because I don't think if that Granit Xhaka penalty hadn't been given, I don't think the players would have lost their heads. Yokel says, love your videos. Thanks. I appreciate every one of you. I know I had one negative comment in here earlier, but listen, that's part and parcel of YouTube. But yeah, listen, I appreciate you. They got Colin Addy says, how do we all feel about the misconduct fine? I think it's a fucking joke, if I'm being honest. I feel like that the FA have just picked us. And when you look at the 59th minute, what did we actually do in the 59th minute to warrant a misconduct charge? Like, honestly, if the FA was to put more effort into fucking dealing with these shit referees who can't referee a fucking bath, let alone a fucking football match, then give us misconduct fines for absolutely fuck all. Honestly, it's a joke, mate. It's an absolute fucking shambles. It really is. These referees are not fit for purpose. The FA is not fit for purpose. The guys on VAR aren't fit for purpose because it's just other bloody referees. I keep saying to people when I talk about the referees, you can move shit around. You can put them in park, you can put them on the pitch. At the end of the day, they're still shit. Doesn't matter whether you put them here or on the pitch or in Stockley Park, they're still going to be shit, aren't they? Let's be real. We got Mike Ernest says sign up Vlahovic 100%. Yeah, I'm with you, mate. I would take Vlahovic all day fucking long. I would take him in a heartbeat. Agreed, says Colin. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I think it's going to be interesting to see whether we sign anybody. It's going to be interesting to see whether we sign anybody in January. It really is. And like I always say as well about the Man City game, adversity in football can often lead to hunger. So I'm hoping that the shit time or the shit refereeing decision that went against us, I'm hoping that that spurs the players on. And I really did feel sorry for this group of players because I've seen something in this group of players that I've not seen for a long time. You know what I mean? I've seen progression. I'm seeing unity. I'm seeing everybody on that pitch wants to play for the Arsenal. The only player that's in the starting lineup that probably shouldn't be there and is still a hangover from the old era is Granit Xhaka. You know, Granit Xhaka is the only player left in this team that's in and around the starting lineup. That's an Arsene Wenger signing that probably shouldn't be here. But what can we do? What can we do? Listen, Arteta rates him. And we just have to put up with it, don't we? Listen, guys, do hit the like button. Do hit the subscribe button. Would really appreciate it. Would really appreciate it. Joanne says we need to hope that game against Forest ends the way it did. I remember your rant after that. Everyone remembers that. Everyone remembers that. But yeah, do get your comments in, guys. Would yeah, do get your questions in and comments in. The referee got all the decisions right. It was never a penalty. It was never a foul on Odegaard. He got the ball. I disagree because I remember Lehmann doing something similar in the Champions League final and getting sent off. Granit Xhaka pulled his shirt. Listen, I'm not going to argue with you. Granit Xhaka pulling his shirt. That was a silly thing to do. But Bernardo Silva was already going down before Granit Xhaka pulled his shirt. The fact that Granit Xhaka pulled his shirt, it gave the referee a decision to make. I feel if Granit Xhaka had left him alone, then Bernardo Silva would have been booked for diving because Granit Xhaka, because Bernardo Silva was already going down. Granit Xhaka just made the referee think about his decision by pulling his shirt. Your barber has you looking fresh. Yeah, I had a haircut a couple of weeks ago. 20 likes. Come on, guys. Smash that like button. It's been a good crowd tonight. I realize I wasn't expecting many people to be tuned in because obviously I've not been on for a while. But yeah, like I said, I'm back. I'm back now. Do you know what I mean? And I'm really putting so much effort now into growing this channel, and good things are coming on this channel. and I'm doing some bits and pieces for other channels as well, and other. I've got a big thing coming up that I'm not going to share with you guys just yet, but once it's done, then I'm going to share it with you. But in a couple of weeks' time, there's going to be something exciting coming, not to this channel, but another channel. I'm working with some people, doing some content that a lot of you have asked for. But yeah, listen, it's going to be good. I'm really looking forward to filming that. Let's have a look. Overall, we lost because we're not good enough, not because of the ref or VAR. I disagree. I honestly, I do. I actually do disagree. I think we were good enough. I think, yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you. We did lose our heads, but I think to say that we lost because we weren't good enough, we were the better team. I've got to be honest. We were the better team. Looks soft, but I can see why the ref gave it. The Odegaard one, I can't understand why it wasn't given. Yeah, again, VAR is still raising more questions than answers. And I always say to people as well that it's not VAR that's the problem. It's the referees in charge of VAR that's the problem. It's these referees. These referees are a fucking joke. Like, seriously, they are. Mike says you don't pull shirts in the penalty box, you're asking for trouble. Exactly. And that's why after the game I went in on Granit Xhaka. Because you don't pull shirts. You don't pull shirts. Yeah, Lehman did the same, and I don't think he should have been sent off either. It was a tackle. I don't think Silva was diving. He was just falling over. It's still a foul if you pull him. I agree, but I do think that Bernardo Silva was diving. I'm sorry. The way he went down, he was diving. What did you think of the Rodri celebration against Arsenal in the last minute? Rodri's a dick, an absolute fucking dick. And quite frankly, Rodri's been walking around that football pitch, niggling little fouls here and there. Listen, Rodri's a dick, an absolute fucking dick. Having said that, I don't agree with the fans throwing bottles and stuff at him, but yeah, Rodri's a dick. He shouldn't have done that. He was just inciting trouble. Good evening, Gary. I hope you're well, mate. Thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate you tuning in. Let's have a look. Do you fancy your chances in the cup this season? Do you fancy your chances in the cups this season? I'm confident. I think that we've got a good opportunity in the Carabao Cup. I think if we can get a good couple of results against Liverpool, we're due a big win against a big team. And I feel like we're on the cusp of achieving that. Listen, it looks like it's going to be Chelsea in the final. Listen, Tottenham were awful yesterday. Absolutely dog shit awful, which made me laugh. But yeah, I fancy us in the Carabao Cup. And then, listen, it'd be interesting to see how far we go in the FA Cup. But I think as the season goes on, we are going to have to start prioritizing the league because it's more important that we get back into Europe. That's the most important thing. Our Arsenal needs to be in Europe, whether it be the Champions League or Europa League. We need to be in Europe. So there's going to come a point where if we're fighting on all three cup fronts, obviously the Carabao Cup is ending, so it'll just be the FA Cup and top four. But I don't think we've got the squad to compete on all of those fronts. I think something's going to get sacrificed. But yeah, I fancy us in the cups, but I would definitely take top four over the cups. The ref should have been booked, says Colin, for an obstruction on Martinelli. I'm the only one that probably thinks this as well. I said after the game, I said the referee is being obstructed, but I said the referee is obstructing Martinelli. Having said that, though, he should have put it into the net. He should have scored. He should have buried that. For he had an open goal at his mercy, and he should have buried that. But I'm not going in too hard on Martinelli because he's still young, he's still developing, and I think he's going to be a fantastic player for us when he matures up and develops a bit. The first half we were brilliant. The second half we were way too cautious. It's not as if the two goals were unavoidable. Crap defending for both. You have to remember we played 90% of that second half though with 10 men, and playing 10 men against Man City, you can't really go for it because they will just punish you. So we have to take that into consideration. Last minute winner, I don't blame him. Listen, Rodri was an absolute bellend, mate. Absolute fucking bellend. I do blame him because he knew exactly what he was doing. I'm sorry. Absolutely dickhead. Every player gets carried away when scoring a last minute winner. Yeah. I'm surprised Johan says, I'm surprised the referee didn't go and celebrate with him. Oh, Static's in the building. You're all coming out tonight. You guys must have missed me. How you doing, Static? Merry Christmas was several days ago and Happy New Year. Now, Happy New Year to everybody in the chat, honestly. And yeah, I had a good Christmas, had a good New Year. But yeah, do smash that like button, do subscribe if you are new to the channel. And don't get me started on the substitutions. Why he brought Holding on, I'll never know. Should have kept 3 at the back. Do you know the thing is, though, when you go 10 men against Man City, you have to change things up. We were too cautious before we went down to 10 men. Man City didn't even create anything other than the 2 goals. We should have just gone for it. I disagree. I think we were brilliant before the sending off, to be honest. I think we were all right. I think you're doing the team a disservice. But no, I think we were doing all right, to be honest. Listen, smash the like button, people. Would really appreciate that. We've been going for almost an hour. So yeah, we've been going quite a long time. Like I said, I am back now. I'm back, and hopefully we can push the channel on. Sorry. Yeah, I'm back now, guys, for good. Hopefully we can push the channel on and get the subscribers up. Push on to 5K. 3K, obviously, first. But yeah, hopefully we can push the channel up. And, really, really appreciate you guys. Everyone that's tuned in tonight, considering it's my first stream back. So yeah, I'm really enjoying being back as well. So yeah, listen, tomorrow at 7 p.m. I will be back with my preview show for the Nottingham versus Arsenal game. I'm going to have some guests on, so hopefully we can have a bit of a chat. And I'm going to try and line up some guests, line up some shows coming up. Like I said, I'm really pushing the channel now. I'm throwing everything that I've got into it. So listen, no more absences. Well, no more planned absences for now. Obviously, I can't say what's going to happen in the future with COVID and stuff. But listen, I'm back. Big up to everybody that's tuned in tonight. Do smash the like button on your way out. Do subscribe. I'll see you all back here tomorrow at 7 p.m. All take care and have a wonderful evening.
Yeah.